Russ Gaspard here for another walkthrough of the beta release of Woodshed app. This would be beta release version 2. Wanted to share with you the progress we've made since the initial submission of the beta. So I'll just log into the app. And again, we do have cloud storage enabled, which was a requirement for the beta release. So it's storing not only these topics on a per user basis, but also the history and tags are all stored in the cloud on a per user basis. The other thing we said for beta was the history list sorting feature and filter feature, and I still believe these might be improved upon, but these features are implemented. So if I want to sort by topic, they almost were alphabetical, but you can see it did change it and put the minor one at the end, or I could sort by date. And then we do have filter implemented as well, so if I want to see just the times I practice the diminished scale, I can filter that out or release the filter. So history list sorting and history list filter are both implemented. Beyond that, we said we would have a repetition counter implemented, and in fact we do have this simple counter that's enabled. We said we'd have the auto tweet option, and in fact that it has been enabled as well. So when I complete the practice, I do have the Twitter function that's going to come up. And finally, export via email. This is not fully enabled. I don't have a data file yet that's compiled all the user data, but I do have kind of a proof of concept going there. It's well on its way. So we have the field where you can input your default email, and when I click, it does bring up the email client within the app, sends to my designated address, and you can see here there's the attachment that I've built on the hard drive and attached. So this will be a comma delineated file that will allow the user to view their practice history, in Excel, in a spreadsheet program for analysis. So if I go ahead and send that, I get the confirmation email, and we're well on our way to having a finalized email export. So those are the 6 features we had talked about for the beta release. They're looking pretty good. The other thing I would point out again is the ability to delete items, whether they're topics or tags or actual sessions from the history view here. All these can be deleted. And also, as we spoke about, the more advanced implementation of the tag templates, allowing me to pull up suggestions for different instruments, and then of course the ability to select a tag value and then in fact come back and change my mind and have all the convenient highlighting here to show what my previous choice was. And then if I decide I don't want to track the bowing pattern, of course, I can just opt out of using that tag at all. And the addition of new tags, all this customization that is going to be saved to the cloud with the user is looking pretty good as well. So I'm preparing for my beta testing today, and we'll write that up this evening, and excited to see what kind of feedback I get and implement some tweaks coming into the home stretch. So look forward to bringing it all together. Thank you. Hi, Russ Gaspard here for my Week 2 beta release of Woodshed app. And we still have some features to go. Fell a little bit short of a few of the things we were shooting for, but did get a couple of fixes in that were requested last week. So I'm sure we're going to be able to catch up here shortly. So I'll walk you through the app real quick. If we log in, one of the things that's enabled now is the ability to not only add tags and topics but also delete. So if I want to delete the augmented arpeggio and the natural minor scale, I can delete these like so, and that is saving to the cloud. So when I log back in, it will show me the same topics, just the same as if I add one. It is saved remotely. So if I want to practice a diminished scale, you'll see now that I have moved the tag templates to the choose tag screen. So if I want to restrict it to bowed strings, I can choose the swing bowing, and perhaps we'll do this in the key of A. Then when I engage, my metronome of course was functioning before. We still don't have the drone or the record. Still need to move the notes button as you've requested. We do have the counter enabled, which was one of the things on my supports functions beta goals. The timer is the same as it was. We still need to implement the seconds, but we do have a nice tweet option here. This was my solution to the integration. Is it's going to bring up this this tweet to allow us to cancel it, and of course it's only going to bring up the tweet scenario if I have this enabled in the back. And you can see how the tweets show up on my Twitter feed right here, and we do need to be logged into the Twitter account for this to function properly. I did move the log out button down here as requested. The email export is still not functional, but again the tweet is, and we can again my history has been cleared. So it's a little buggy when I clear all records. Sometimes it doesn't update right away. So there's a couple of little things, but basically we have the repetition counter, we have the cloud storage. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet on the filtering or sorting. Still need to engage that. I did change the colors as requested. Looks a little better than the violet. Still want to put some more work into aligning things a little better as requested, but I think I'm headed in a nice direction here. And also you'll notice we do have a nice app here showing up on the home screen. So look forward to taking care of a few of these outstanding things. The workflow is really starting to come together. I think with a few more hours of work to bring a few more of these minor fixes together, I'm going to be in good shape to be beta testing. Thank you.